Hello guys and gals, welcome to another unboxing video, and today is Super Loot. Now the last Super Loot box that we had was rather a good one, so I'm quite excited to see what's in this one. I wouldn't say we've just had Halloween, but Halloween was about a week ago, and so I'm kind of still expecting Halloween themes from these mystery boxes. But there we are. So Super Loot for the first box is about £20, and then it's £25 thereafter. And it is generally filled with all sorts of stuff. I don't think there's a particular theme, like some mystery boxes that we sign up for. I know that Loot Crate and Zavvi usually do themes. But like Geek Gear, it doesn't particularly have a theme. Really, or they don't let you know in advance that there is a particular theme, but there we are. So, without further ado, let's get into this box. As with all our unboxing videos, we have the ups, and that is completely based on my opinion, and it's if I like the stuff or not. And then we also have then the downs, and that is if I don't like the stuff. So there we are. Let's get into it. With all these boxes, we do them unblindly. We do them blindly. Unblindly, either way. So there we are. As with all the boxes on Super Loot, it says smashing boredom in the face on the front, and then it says it's what's inside that counts. So let's have a look. Right, hopefully this is going to stay in. Cool. So the first thing out of the box is the receipt, and the second thing out of the box is free wrapping paper, and we will get into this. What is that? Oh, okay. Oh, at least, yeah, okay. It's a pint-sized hero, and it is Five Nights at Freddy themed. And we've had a few of these in Super Loot. You always get something like this. I think it started off. We had the mini heroes. It was Marvel. Well, not Marvel. It wasn't Marvel at all. It was DC themed. And then we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then we had Ghostbusters. And now we've got Five Nights at Freddy. So let's have a look. Right, that's a little information card. I don't really know much about Five Nights at Freddy, I've got to be honest with you. So that might be significant to somebody, but that I'm assuming it's a character from Five Nights at Freddy. From what I've seen, all I've really is like teddy bears, scary teddy bears. And this character's not even on... Oh, no, he is. I don't know. There we are. It's a little creepy boy doll thing with really rosy cheeks. There we are. Right, moving on. Vam pins. It looks like a collection of pins for your clothes, like a badge, and they're vampire themed. Okay, so it is Halloween themed so far. We've got Five Nights at Freddy, and we've got vampire stuff now. Unfortunately, it's Twilight themed. Do you sparkle? No werewolves, and bite me already. I don't know how you feel about Twilight. I personally absolutely detest Twilight. But there we are. A collection of 3 badges that are vampire themed. Let's move on. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? It's Fortnite. Alright. I don't know how that's Halloween themed. There was a Halloween event last year. I think there's a Halloween event this year. But 2 Fortnite figures. You've got Jonesy and Carbide. I'll take your word for it. I'm not a massive fan. I do like Fortnite. I was massive into Fortnite about this time last year. Not so much now. There's other things to do. But these particular sized people collection thingies, I bought my son for Christmas. Was it last year? We got him the Fortnite bus, and he's never played with it. But these are the same size models that fit inside the bus, so that will go down a treat for him. But personally, for me, it's not for me. But there we are. My son will Love that. But there we are. So Fortnite figures. Sorry, I'm forgetting to do ups. Right, the Five Nights at Freddy, I'm going to give it an up because it's not one of those stupid emoji head things. The badges, I'm going to give it a down. I don't really care for badges, and I particularly don't care for Twilight. And the Fortnite figures, I'm going to give those an up. Because they're for my son. He likes Fortnite. I used to like Fortnite. I still do like Fortnite. I just don't play it anymore. So yeah, we'll give it 2 ups and a down. Do you know what? I keep forgetting this. Do you know what I don't know. I keep forgetting to do that. I did my last video and I was... Anyway. Oh, yes. Right. We got one of these last month? Last video for Super Loot, and it was the Doctor Strange one. And I gently put him down and his legs snapped. So I'm going to be very, very careful with this one, as I'm not going to break Ant-Man, because Ant-Man is awesome, especially played by Paul Rudd. Okay. Yeah, so that's the classic Marvel collection. And same as the Doctor Strange, you get a little, like, a information booklet on Ant-Man, I think. And I just don't think it's Ant-Man. I think it's all through. There's a couple of other characters in there. But generally, it's based around Ant-Man. As I said last time, I've seen these in HMV, and they were going for about £15. But that's HMV, and they are expensive. I'm trying to be gentle, because like I say, he doesn't want to come out. Oh my god, there's so much sellotape on this one. Oh, there we are. Just grab him. Here we go. That's actually rather nice. A little Ant-Man. There we go. What more can I say? It is actually really, really nice. The whole collection of these, I was looking at them. The bigger, more impressive ones are like the Thanos one, and I think there was a Hulk, and the Thor one was really good. The Ant-Man's pretty cute. The Doctor Strange one was alright, but like I said, so I've got to be very careful putting this down. Don't snap the legs. Right, so these things are done by Eagle Moss, and Eagle Moss are doing a lot of stuff right now, especially Marvel and DC, and the majority of their stuff is really, really good. So, I'm going to give that an up, and I think it's really nice that you get a little background booklet along with it as well, and there's, like I say, there's the whole range to collect. So, if you fancy it, go do it. Let's move on. Got a comic book with the feels? Yes, we do, and it's 2000 AD. Dread the Dragon Slayer. Oh, there we are. The lawman feels the heat. Right, so. That's Alien vs. Predator. That came out years ago. Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. This is old. This is not an up-to-date comic. Oh, there's a date there. 10th of February 2010. So we've got a 10-year-old comic. Cool. Now, as I've said previously, I used to read 2000 AD, and I stopped doing the whole 2000 AD back when I was a teenager because I just kind of lost touch. But back then, it was amazing. And it wasn't specifically for the Judge Dredd stories, but the extra stories that you got along with it, and the art design was beautiful. I still haven't read the others, but anyway, 2000 AD, I'm giving that an up. I can't remember if I gave Ant-Man an up, but I'll give Ant-Man an up as well. I do apologise. I really like the 2000 AD stuff because it's quite grim and it's quite dark. Unlike, most comic books where it's all very nicey-nicey, but the 2000 AD stuff is awesome. Right then. That looks like Frankenstein. It's a t-shirt. So. Let's have a little look at you. It is. It's a monster, Frankenstein. There we are. Sorry, I'm going to tangle it. Frankenstein t-shirt. And it's Halloween. Don't know how Fortnite... Well, I don't know. Yeah, Fortnite, Ant-Man. 2000 AD, that's just Halloween every day of the year, really, isn't it? Right, so the Frankenstein t-shirt. I think this design of Frankenstein is based on the original film, and I think the original film was made in the very, very early 1930s. I think, if memory serves me right. Anyway, very black and white, very old school, phenomenal film. When was the original? Not the original. They did a Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, didn't they? I think that was early 90s. 93, 94. Can't remember. I can remember studying it. I think it was Robert De Niro that played Frankenstein back then, but there we are. But this particular design is the original 1930s design with the big head and the bolts in the neck and all that stuff. The original book, Mary Shelley's book, get this, was written in the 1820-ish era. How bizarre is that? And the girl that wrote it was about 18 years old at the time. Christ, what an imagination. Phenomenal. And then 100 years later, they make this film. Well, say 100 years, 110 years later, they make this film. And then they redid it in I'm sure it's 94. I don't think it was 95. There was good stuff out in 95. But yeah, so there we are. I like that. I'm not a massive fan of like old school like monsters, vampires, that sort of stuff. So I don't know if I'd actually wear it, but I'll wear it for my next video, obviously. I always do, or usually do, should I say. But there we are. So, Frankenstein t-shirt. Right, so I'm going to do a little bit of research and I'll be back in just a tick. So after doing a bit of research on the old Tinterweb, the prices for all of this stuff. So we shall start with... We'll start with a t-shirt. I price all t-shirts at £10. It is a licensed t-shirt. It is licensed, that t-shirt, but... Like I've said in other videos, I can pick up licensed stuff less than a tenner. Unlicensed stuff can go at any price, but there we are. So the Frankenstein t-shirt, we're going to give that a £10. This is where I broke the last model, but Ant-Man and the Little Info book, it's not as expensive as the others, but that's usually coming in if you was to buy it from a shop or something like that. Not particularly eBay, because eBay, I think they're just giving them away on eBay. But if you was to actually go out and actually buy that, you're looking at about £12, £13. Let's call it £12.50. The 2000 AD comic, it's 10 years old. It was worth $4, I think it is. Can't even see a price. No, it was worth £2. So yeah, $4. It was worth £2 10 years ago. We'll keep it at £2. I don't know if it... I doubt that it's actually gotten higher in value, but it is in pristine condition for being 10 years old. So we're going to give that £2. Now these Fortnite things, you can pick up these in like B&M bargains for like £6. So I'm giving that £6. I can't see it being worth much more than that. The figures are tiny and they're very, very specific. The Five Nights at Freddy's little model thing, I'm giving that £2. They're not really available on the internet, but like I said, you can pick stuff up like that right next to the tills as you leave a toy shop, and they're not very expensive at all. The pin badges, it says $4, but I'm gonna give that about £2. Like I said, it's Twilight themed. I'm not all that bothered about it, and they're badges at the end of the day, they're nothing special. $4 in the US, probably about £2 to £3 in the UK, so I'm going to give it £2, alright? So the value's there or thereabouts this month. It's not been one of the better boxes that we've had from Super Loot, but by far it's not one of the worst boxes that I've received. I think Loot Crate and Zavvi still hold that title. So, thank you for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Please comment on what you thought about this particular box. I thought it was a bit 50-50. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best thing that we've received so far. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Ta-da.